Casher. I'm live here. Yep, we're live. I love you very much. Just don't fall asleep completely. Love you. See you in a minute. Okay. Okay. Oh, I gotta turn this on, right? I'm gonna do the best I can. Whenever this is over. What's up, chat? We're live here on the shot clock. We are live on the shot clock. Warriors, Rockets. Play-by-play. You know how it goes here. You know what it is. You know what we do. We're live on YouTube. We're live on TikTok for the second half of this Warriors-Rockets game. A huge game 4, pivotal game 4 in Chase Center, Golden State, and Houston. Now, Golden State has it in the front court. As we pick up the play-by-play, 57-54 Houston, 10:45 to go in the third. Steph is out on the perimeter. He's hounded by Jalen Greens. Steph dances on him, shoots in his face, and he drains it. And it's 57-56. Now, Houston, as the Warriors start the half on a 6-0 run to cut the lead to 57-56. You know what it is here on the shot clock. We'll be live with you play-by-play for the rest of this game, as we always do. And you know we always do. And we will do it again today. So we got you live. We got you covered. Don't forget to like and follow the chat. I appreciate you, chat. We got you covered for the rest of this Warriors-Rockets game. Play-by-play. You stay tuned right here. We're live on TikTok. We're live on YouTube. You want to see visuals. You want to see the game cast as the game is called. Then you go on YouTube. If you want to just hear me chirp and you want to hear, if you want to see the faces of all the starting lineups, you stay right here on TikTok. It's your choice. We have both for you. No white t-shirt tonight, Cassius. I ran out of them. All right, I ran out of them. So I had to go with a black one. I was waiting for you to come on and tell me that, actually. So I appreciate you calling me out. But I ran out of them. And it actually worked out okay this time because the Warriors have white jerseys on the bottom. So it's worked out fine. It worked out fine. But I ran out. I'm doing a wash tomorrow, so I'll get the white t-shirt back for you tomorrow, okay? How's that? I have the Warriors winning the series. I had the Warriors in 6 when the series started, and I have no reason to change that now. I think that's what's going to happen. What about you, Ezra? And it's good to see you, Ezra. Good to have you back, brother. Appreciate you guys. We're here live on the shot clock. We're live on TikTok. We are live on YouTube. And we will be calling the second half of this Rockets-Warriors game, pivotal game 4 here at the Chase Center. We all know what's at stake here. Rockets need this game to stay in this series pretty much. They lose this game, you go down 3-1, and it's pretty much a wrap. I know they would have 2 of the 3 games at home, but I feel like that would be a lot to ask the Rockets, this young Rockets team, to do. The Rockets need this game. Rooting for Rockets but Golden State in 6? Yes, I would think that's probably accurate. So, Rockets need this game to keep this series alive. Golden State trying to put a stranglehold on this one. Otis Thorpe did not start tonight. We're not in 1994, so no, he did not start. He didn't start with Vernon Maxwell and Sam Cassell. No, he didn't. And Olajuwon. Mario Ellie. Don't test this dude knows ball. He knows ball left and right, so don't test him on ball. What do you want to talk about the Cavs, JR? What do you want to tell? There's not much to talk about there. That was an absolute butt whipping. That was a beating. I mean, what's up, Kenny? That Cavs series is not even a real series. I think they're legit. Yes, JR, I do think they're legit. I think the Cavs, listen, I think Boston's the best team. I still do when they're fully healthy. Assuming Holiday is going to come back for the next series, which I assume he will. I think Boston's the best team. I think it's going to be Boston, OKC in the finals. And I think Boston's going to beat OKC in the finals, although I think that finals will be a toss-up. But I do think Cleveland will give Boston a run for its money. I think that's going to be a 6 or 7 game series, and I think Cleveland will be every bit as tough as you think they can be. But I think Boston's better. Do I think Braun will play his last game this Wednesday if they lose? No, I do not. I think he's back next year for sure, and I think the Luka trade guaranteed that. They need a year together to play with each other. And I think that's what's going to happen. It's a lot to ask when you make a trade mid-season to be the best version of yourselves as a team going into those playoffs, and I think you'll see the best version of them next year. Don't forget to like and follow the chat. We're back here, 57-56 Houston. Golden State and Houston in the Chase Center, Game 4, huge Game 4. Van Fleet goes in the paint. He flips it out to Jalen Greens, fires a corner three, off the back rim, rebounded by Hield. Hield races into the front court. Hield pushes Dylan Brooks like he's a rag doll, and he kicks it into Butler. Butler with Green hounding him. Playoff Jimmy. He's back for Game 4. He backs him down. He spins in the lane. He fires up a shot off the backboard and out, but he gets the foul call, and Jimmy, you know what Jimmy does. I think Golden State wins this game, and I think they win in 6. I said this before, and I'm sticking with it. Jimmy Butler knows, this is the element, the biggest element he's brought to this Warriors team. He knows how to get to the free throw line. That's huge for them. He's a bona fide scorer, he's an elite shot maker, and he gets to the free throw line. And he's a great free throw shooter. So you got, yes, Curry is in. So you got Jimmy and Curry both get to the free throw line, both elite free throw shooters, as Jimmy bangs home the first one. 57 all, as the Warriors have started this half on a 7-0 run in the first 2 minutes of the half. Stay right here. We'll be live with you on the shot clock throughout this second half, giving you play-by-play until the very last buzzer of Game 4. Warriors trying to go up 3-1 as Jimmy's second free throw incoming, and he bangs it through. 58-57 Golden State. Rockets trying to tie this series at 2. Must win for the Rockets. Must win. And really a huge game for both teams, as you know, as the Warriors don't want to go back to Houston 2-2 and lose the home court. Warriors in a zone. Dylan Brooks fires a 3, can't get it, rebounded by Hield. Hield kicks it over to Jimmy. Jimmy hounded by Sengun as he brings it in the front court. Jimmy with Sengun on him. You know he wants to dance. Jimmy playing with his food on the perimeter. Jimmy inside, right around him, kicks it over to Hield for a layup, and he banks it in. 58-60-57 Golden State. They've come out with a flurry here in the second half. Houston needs to get it together. Here's Jalen Greens in the paint. Kicks it out, lost it. Jimmy the steal. Jimmy in the paint. Jimmy outside. Jimmy left him open. He kicks it over to Hield. Hield in the corner. Kicks it back out to Draymond. Draymond inside to Podminski. Oh, he blew it. He smoked the layup. Rebounded by Green. That was as open as you could possibly get. And Podminski just got blocked by the front of the rim. Inside to Sengun with Draymond on him. Sengun in the spin cycle. Kicks it out. Van Vliet, a 3. In, out, and around. And went to everything but go in. And the ball is out of bounds to Golden State. The Rockets are average. The Rockets are mid. Listen, the Rockets are a regular season team, in my opinion. They don't have elite shot making in the playoffs. When the games get close and they don't call as many fouls and you need the elite shot makers to go get you a bucket when you need a bucket, they don't have really an A1 elite scorer. They have some good scores, not great scores, and that's why they're going home. Podminski on the perimeter gets it into Draymond, who's posting on Tari Eason. Kicks it Podminski. Wide open 3 for Butler. Pump fakes in the lane. Back to Podminski. Fires the top of the key 3 and bangs it home. And the Warriors have started out like a house of fire here in the second half. 63-57. Golden State. Podminski with 16 now. His 4th 3 of the game. Houston's going to have to stabilize this one and do it fast. It's 63-57 as Van Vliet has it in the front court. He gets it into Sengun. He's hounded by Podminski. Over to Thompson. Thompson in the lane up, and he's fouled by Draymond. Did he get that to go or not? He kind of lost it on the foul, then batted it in, and it went through the hoop. I don't know if they're going to call that a continuation. They're discussing right now, the refs. Let's see what they call this. It's a foul on Draymond regardless. They're going to call it. No, they're going to call, I think they're going to call a 2-shot foul because he lost it and then he shot it again. So I think that's just a miss. I don't think that's going to count as a 3-point opportunity, and it won't. Or will it? Let's see what they decide here. Steve Kerr wants an answer. He's pleading with the refs here. He doesn't still, no one understands what they're doing. We have not had an answer yet. Let's see if we can get an answer here. As Post enters the game for Draymond. Draymond and Tari Eason are chirping. They are yapping at each other. It looks cordial. It looks cordial. Let's see, Draymond. You know, Draymond, anytime he gets to the middle lane, now Jimmy steps in. Draymond and Jimmy, that's like the Last Supper over there. That's one thing you don't want. Now Draymond's chirping to the ref. Now he's pointing at Houston. What are they calling here? It looks like they're calling an and one. Steve Kerr is beside himself. He cannot understand, and I agree with him, by the way. This is not a good call. This is not a good call by the refs if this is what they call. There's still a lot of confusion here. Nope, they took it away, so it's a 2-shot foul for Amon Thompson. That's the right call as he bangs in the first one. 63-58. Golden State as Draymond heads to the bench. With 8:06 remaining here in the third quarter. We're live on TikTok. We're live on YouTube. We will have you play-by-play through the rest of this contest. Game 4, Rockets, Warriors. Thompson's second free throw, and it's in, out, and around, rebounded by Butler. Butler over to Hield, back to Curry. Curry now brings the ball up with Van Vliet on him as he takes it in the front court. Curry with Van Vliet on him. Curry dancing right around Van Vliet like he's standing still, lays it up and lays it in. 65-58 Golden State, and Curry points to a fan in the crowd. Chef Curry with 14 points on 5 of 8 shooting. Rockets now in the front court. The Warriors are in a zone because they know the Rockets can't with Thompson on the perimeter. They can leave him open, and that's what they're doing. Thompson out to Easton. Easton a three. In and out. Rebound Curry. Curry into the front court. As the Warriors look to take control of this one, he kicks it over to Hield, a three. Got it. And the Warriors have opened up on fire here in the third. Timeout Houston. Draymond is chirping. Draymond comes off the bench. He's pumping up the crowd. The Warriors have started this half on an 18-1 run to take control of this one. And folks, the Rockets' immaturity is showing here in the second half. The Rockets ended the first half on a flurry. They were at 57-50 at the half. Draymond had the incident where he could have been tossed out of the game. He hit him in the head with his foot. He didn't. They weren't going to throw him out on that. It was too incidental, but with Draymond's history, anything can happen. We've seen that before. LeBron, right? Rockets 57-50. And now the Warriors come out in the second half on an 18-1 run. And the Rockets, this is the problem, folks. We said this before. This is why the Pistons struggle in the playoffs and the Rockets are struggling in the playoffs. And the Pistons do have one elite shot maker. But when you don't have multiple of those guys, and the Rockets really have no one. Rockets have some good players. Sengun, Green, Van Vliet, Thompson, but they are not elite shot makers. They are good scorers, in the course of the game. They don't have Butler, they don't have Curry. So when the game is there, right? And you need to stop the bleeding in these games, especially when you're on the road. You need someone that you could give the ball to and say, okay, we need a basket, quiet the crowd, and stop the momentum. And the Rockets do not have a player like that. And that is going to be that's going to bedevil them in the playoffs. And for the Pistons, similarly, they only have Cade. Cade and a bunch of role players. So that's the issue for Houston. I think they're still a year away. I think getting someone like Durant or Booker in the offseason, that would be a move that could take them from here to here and maybe make them get a deeper run in the playoffs. Right now, they're not ready for this yet, which is why I picked Golden State in 6. They've had a great season. A great season. And they're a great young team, and they have a great coach, and they've got a bright future, but this is not their time yet. Like OKC last year was not their time yet. And OKC was a better team last year than Houston is this year. So the Warriors now are showing them this is what experience can do. The Warriors have been here countless times. Jimmy too. And Maddox, I think the Warriors, if they assuming the Lakers lose the series to Minnesota, which I think will happen at this point. I don't think that series is over, by the way. I do think the Lakers can come back still. Because they have 2 of the 3 games at home, remember. If they win Game 5, all the pressure's on Minnesota to close that out. Otherwise, you go back to LA. So I don't think that series is over yet. I do obviously think Minnesota's probably going to win, but it's not over. So I'd say Golden State, would they beat Minnesota is the question. Oh, that's a tough series. I don't even want to pick that series. That's so tough. That's so tough. Lily doesn't think they're coming back. All right, Lily. Who's your team, Lily, by the way? Who's your team? I think you look at if Golden State can hold on for this series, I think they've got a good shot to go to the conference finals, but I don't think anyone's beaten OKC anyway. I've said that from the beginning. I think it's Boston, and I think it's OKC. I'll be rooting for my Knicks against Boston if they get through Detroit, but I don't think it's going to matter anyway. I think Boston's going there. Jalen and Shea getting a ring. Possible, RJ. I think it's possible. I have Boston over OKC, but that series is a toss-up. We're back here in the Chase Center. Houston, out to Van Vliet. Van Vliet in the front court. Golden State still in the zone. Sengun goes right around it for a slam. Big dunk there. Great play called by Udoka out of the timeout. 68-60 Golden State. First field goal of the quarter for Houston. It took them over 5 minutes. Now Curry in the front court over to Podminski. Podminski down the lane. Kicks it out. Post and open three. Short. Rebound by Adams. They brought Steven Adams in. Van Vliet almost trips, and now he's fouled by Hield as the ball trickles out of bounds. 68-60 Golden State, 6:46 to go in the third quarter of Game 4 in the Chase Center. Pivotal Game 4 for both teams, especially Houston. We're going to take you live play-by-play through the rest of this one. We're live on TikTok, live on YouTube. Here comes Van Vliet in the front court, gives it to Sengun with Butler hounding him. Sengun kicks it out to Van Vliet, who swings it over to Green. Over to Jabari Smith. Jabari Smith inside the lane. Jabari downside to Adams. He lays it up and lays it in. Beautiful play there. Two terrific plays out of the timeout for Houston. They cut the lead to 6 quickly. Curry in the front court. Curry over to Podminski. Hits over to Jimmy Butler. Butler at the top of the key. Brooks hounding him. Butler over to Hield. Hield in the corner. Kicks it back out to Butler. Butler staring at Brooks. Over to Hield. A three. In and out and around. Rebound Van Vliet. Van Vliet in the front court, pull up three from the top of the key, got it! And the Rockets have answered right back. It's a quick 7-0 run, 68-65, timeout Golden State. Absolutely terrific answer by Houston. They give it right back to Golden State, and it's a 3-point game. Hey, you know what? I was just very critical of Houston. You got to give them credit. Out of that timeout, execution perfect. Great play calls by Udoka, who's, as we know, is a terrific coach. And if he didn't get caught in a scandal in Boston, he'd still be there. We know they didn't want to get rid of him. They did everything they could to keep him. But it got too messy. He's a terrific coach. Absolutely terrific coach. And he had 2 great play calls out of there, and Van Vliet then hits him in transition. And that's what they have to do. Right? That's what Houston has to do in this series, is they have to get out in transition. And literally, it was too messy. Can't deal with that. It was too much of a distraction. Can't be having that. You got to keep your personal life at home. Can't be bringing that over to work. Can't happen. Doesn't work. Cannot happen. Especially when you're the coach. You know, some of these guys, listen, I'm a guy. I speak from a guy's perspective. You can't be doing stuff like that. You can't do that. You got to control yourself. You know what I mean? That's work. That's a workspace. You can't be bringing that stuff out there. It just doesn't work. And I'm sure he knows that. And that was a mistake he made. And it doesn't mean he can't be forgiven for it. But you know what? He got punished. He got fired. The score is 68-65 Golden State with 5:59 to go. The Warriors have it in the front court. Curry dances on Van Vliet. Curry over to Hield. Hield back to Curry. Curry fires a long three. Short, barely hit the rim, actually. Podminski the rebound. He kicks it out to Post. Post outside. Got Hield an open three. Got it. Buddy Hield with a couple threes here in the third, and he extends the Warriors' lead back to 6. 71-65 Golden State. Terrific back and forth game. This series has been a total joy. Terrific series so far. Houston, the Young Bucks, Golden State, the OGs. We're going to come down to the wire here in Game 4. Van Vliet in the paint, he lost it. Stolen by Hield. Hield slows it down, gets it over to Podminski. Podminski, who's been a complete delight for the Warriors this year, has done a terrific job, and he's really given them that third scorer that they can rely on, him or Hield or him. He's been tremendous. Foul on Van Vliet off the ball. Lily has a big problem with Brooks. Listen, everyone has a big problem with Brooks. He's a bully. You know what I mean? Let's just say it like it is, Lily. I feel you on that. I feel you. Hield to the top of the key, gets it over to Curry, back to Hield. They're in the zone now, the Rockets. This is dangerous with the shooters that the Warriors have on the court. Post in the lane. Post tried to posterize Steven Adams. Oh, Quentin Post. He got a foul. He'll go to the line. He tried to put in Steven Adams' eye hole. Second foul on Adams. I don't know what got in a poster. He cocked it back with two hands. He tried to throw it down on Adams, and he got a foul. And let me tell you something. He was up there. He took the elevator to the top flight. He almost got up there. Post missed the first free throw, front rim backboarding off. Still a 6-point lead for the Warriors as Draymond remains on the bench. He's got one of those heating pads around his stomach. These guys take a beating in the playoffs. Thank you, Wicho. I appreciate you. I'm going to take you through every playoff game. I do at least the fourth quarter of all these close, big games, every playoff game. And sometimes I give you the second half. It's a truly terrific series, and this is that. So we got the whole second half, 72-65 Golden State. We got you through the end of this one here in Game 4 at the Chase Center. We're live on YouTube. We're live on TikTok. Van Vliet in the front court. Oh, wow. Steven Adams just leveled Podminski on the perimeter, and it's an offensive foul. Pajensky just got absolutely obliterated by Steven Adams. Now listen, Steven Adams could knock out a bunch of people. This is not surprising. He is a big man, and he's from Australia. So you know what that means. He is a brute. Now another offensive foul the other way, so the Warriors give it right back on an illegal screen. And now the Rockets will get the ball back with 4:37 to go. 72-65 Golden State here in the third. Huge Game 4 for both teams. I cannot emphasize that enough. Houston in the front court with Van Vliet, Pajensky hounding him. Over to Sengun. Curry shows, he gets back. Sengun now with Jackson Davis on him. Van Vliet a three, got it! Swishes it through. It's 72-68 as the Warriors just completely left them naked on the perimeter. Now Curry in the front court. 18 points for Van Vliet. 6 of 8 from the field. 6 of 8 from 3. He has not taken a 2 yet. But he's killing from 3. Podminski a 3. Can't answer. Rebound Van Vliet as he takes in the front court. Houston. Van Vliet gets fouled by Pajensky as he tries to get past the three-point line. Foul away from the ball. It'll be on the floor. 72-68 Warriors. Now, Pajensky just left Van Vliet. And let me tell you something in this game. Van Vliet, at this point of his career, could be a bit hit or miss. Lily, how many points does Curry have? Is that what you're asking? Van Vliet could be a bit hit or miss at this point of his career, right? Now, obviously, early in his career with Toronto, tremendous player. He's still a good player. But he'll have his off-shooting games, and he will have, and games 1 through 3, he was off. I think he was 6 for 29 from 3. Well, tonight he's 6 for 8 in this game alone. Sengun gets it stripped, but out to Van Vliet. Back to Sengun with Butler hounding him. Sengun in the post. He moves on Jimmy, flips it up, and flips it in. The Rockets have come alive here when they've needed it most. 72-70 Golden State. We'll see if they can stem the tide. Curry in the front court. A 12-4 run by Houston in the last 3:30. He gets it into Jimmy. The Rockets are in a zone. Sengun on Jimmy. Jimmy on the lane. Kicks it to Pajensky. Pajensky in the lane. Over Jabari Smith. Fades and hits it off the glass. Terrific shot by Pajensky. He has just been a terrific, really fine for Golden State this season. He has given them a huge lift. 74-70 Golden State. Van Vliet has it in the front court. Pajensky now is 18. Van Vliet gets it over to Sengun. GP2 has been inserted in the game, is guarding him. Sengun has a weight differential. He flips it up, and he gets fouled going to the hoop. He went around GP, no problem. He's too big and he's too strong for him. The Rockets are fighting, I can tell you that. We're live here on the shot clock. Live on YouTube. Live on TikTok. We got you through the rest of this one with the play-by-play. Warriors, Rockets, and we'll talk, obviously, drop your takes in the chat. Appreciate you, chat. We'll talk whatever we want to talk about as the game goes. In between commercials, we will talk about anything you want. NBA. All right? So we'll get you through the rest of this one. Sengun's first free throw is up and through. 74-71 Golden State as we are headed for another incredible finish as we always seem to get here. Wicho, there is 3:03 remaining in the third. 3:03 remaining in the third. Sengun's second free throw is up and short. Rebound by Curry. And is it off? It looks like there's a foul off the ball. I don't know who they're calling this on. And it looks like it's on GP2 as he shoved Adams to the floor. Adams looked like he got shot there, but obviously there's a little bit of acting. A little bit of acting as Adam picks himself off the floor. It looks like Jackson Davis it's on. Jackson Davis shoved him to the floor. So, legit call there. That's a foul. That's valid. That is a foul. And now Steven Adams, the Warriors are over the limit. He'll go to the line for 2 to answer right back. 74-71 Golden State. Adams, not a great free throw shooter, as you know. He's an 11-year veteran. His 70th career playoff game tonight. He has been through the wars. If you remember back with OKC back in the day. Adams' first free throw incoming is off the back rim and off. So they're going to need these free throws to go. We're live here on TikTok. We're live on YouTube. You want the visuals, you go to YouTube. We got the game cast going, as I call it. If you don't want that and you just want to hear me yap and you want to see the offensive starting lineup, then you got to hit right here on TikTok. Adams buries the second free throw, 74-72 Golden State. Don't forget to like and follow the chat. I appreciate you, chat. Curry now brings it in the front court. He stares down Brooks. Brooks and Van Vliet now switch places. Curry on the perimeter. He kicks it over to Jimmy. Jimmy's got Brooks on him. He fades. He kicks it in. Beautiful pass to Jackson Davis, but he blew the dunk. Jackson Davis just couldn't get off the ground high enough, and he overshot it. Now Sengun. Sengun in the lane. He banks it up and banks it in. Sengun, terrific move, and he ties the game at 74. This third quarter has been a back-and-forth battle, seesaw from the jump. Here's Curry in the front court. Brooks on him. Curry dancing on Brooks, gets it over GP2. GP kicks it out. Pajinski, a 3. Got it. And Brandon Pajinski has been huge in this game. And he gives the Warriors a 3-point lead, 77-74. He's got 21 points on 7 of 14. Shoot it. Over to Sengun. Sengun's been the guy they want to go to. He works on Jackson Davis. He gets him in the post. He moves a little chicken wing. He fakes up, and he gets a strip, and he gets fouled, and he'll go to the line. Curry tried to reach in and get the steal. He wants him to challenge. Curry is telling Steve Kerr, you got to challenge. He said, I didn't touch him. But the tricky thing with this is, folks, when you challenge, you better be sure. Because when you lose that challenge before the end of this game, let's see if he reached in. I can't tell on that angle. When you lose your challenge, and unless it's definitive, they don't overturn it, right? When you lose your challenge, that could cost you the game. It could cost you a huge possession down the stretch. And I don't think, it's not worth it to me at this point in the game unless it's obvious. It's not worth ruining it, right? And now there's a technical foul called. Who's the technical on? Is that on Curry? Oh, they called the delay of game technical. The Warriors wouldn't line up at the free throw line, so Van Vliet will take that, and he buries the free throw. 77-75. Mental mistake by Golden State there. Curry is trying to explain himself to the ref. He's not having it. Steve Kerr looks apoplectic on the sideline. So now the Rockets and Sengun will head to the line for 2 as he tries to tie this thing up. We've had a heck of a third quarter here as I've taken over here at the half. We're live here on the shot clock. We're live on YouTube. We're live on TikTok. We're going to take you through the rest of this game with the play-by-play and drop any takes in the chat. We'll talk about that as well. Rockets, Warriors, Game 4 here at the Chase Center. Sengun bricks the first free throw. It remains 77-75. 1:56 remaining here in the third. Don't forget to like and follow the chat. I appreciate you, chat. The Rockets have now missed 20 free throws in the last 2 games. That is not going to get it done. They cannot afford that. Healed back in for Pajinski as he sits on the bench. Sengun's second free throw incoming. His second free throw incoming is up. And no good. He missed them both. Rebounded by GP2. Terrible job by Sengun. Can't go to the free throw line and miss both. Can't do it. Curry in the front court. Van Vliet hounding him. He goes behind his back. He kicks it out to GP2. He gets it into Jimmy. Jimmy, foul line right to the rim. He throws it up and he banks it in and a foul. And he screams at the crowd. Jimmy Butler has entered the fray. Playoff Jimmy. And that's a potential 5-point swing because Sengun missed the 2 free throws on one end. Jimmy hits the layup, gets a foul, and now he's got a chance for a 3-point play That would be a 5-point swing. Can't afford that if you're Houston. Cannot afford that if you're Houston. Jimmy's free throw incoming. Puts it in. 80, 75, Golden State, 142 here to go in the third. It's been a rock fight here in the third quarter. Butler has 11 points and 5 assists and 3 rebounds. That's what his normal workman-like material. Here's Sengun. He spins off of Jimmy. He goes up. He gets a foul. Oh, he didn't get the foul call, but he lays it up and in. 80 to 77. Beautiful move by Sengun. Sengun's come alive here for Houston in the third, and they've needed him. That's 19 points for Sengun. He's got 9 in the quarter. Jimmy over to GP, out to Hield. Hield a 3. Short off the rim. Sengun tips it over to Adams for the rebound. He gets it over to Van Vliet. The Warriors clinging to a 3-point lead. No problem, Quirdy. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you tuning in. Here's Sengun on the perimeter. He's looking at Jimmy. He's got the size mismatch there, and he wants to continue to go at it. Sengun around Jimmy, spins in the lane. He lays it up, and he lays it in. What are they calling there? Looks like they call a foul on the floor. They're not giving him the continuation. Sengun wants the continuation. They're not giving it to him. And honestly, folks, whoever of you guys are not watching this game right now, you're not seeing it. Sengun is putting work in on Jimmy. Jimmy's just too small for him right now. And the Warriors are going to have to come up with an answer because Sengun, 7 for his last 10. He's got 17 points since the first quarter. He's got now 10 in the quarter as he buries the first free throw. 80 to 78, Golden State, under a minute to go here in the third. Wicho, Sengun going crazy right now. And the Warriors are going to have to find an answer because Jimmy just does not have the size right now to deal with him. And Sengun's putting him in the spin cycle. Sengun's second free throw is up and good. Front rim, backboard, and in. 80 to 79, Golden State. Tremendous third quarter here as we've been back and forth. Butler over to Curry. Curry around a screen. Kicks it over to Hield. Hield on the perimeter. He's got Thompson hounding him. He gets it over to Jimmy. Jimmy now with Jabari Smith on him. He dances in the lane. He kicks it out. GP2 in the paint. Flips up a jumper. Missed it. Off the front rim backboard. Amen. Thompson the rebound. He'll take it to the front court. Thompson out to Van Vliet. They're going to hold here. 26 on the clock. Van Vliet a 3. In, out, and around. Rebound by Smith. Jabari Smith goes up and he lays it up and he can't get it but a foul. He tried to climb the ladder on GP2 and Jackson Davis fouled him from behind. Jabari Smith will head to the line. Post is not in right now, Cordy. He is not. Jabari Smith will head to the line. They trail by 1. Let me remind you that tomorrow night is a bunch of games. Pacers-Bucks game 4, 6 o'clock. Celtics-Magic game 4, 8:30. Those are on NBA TV. Knicks-Pistons, 7:30 on TNT. As Jabari Smith bricks the first free throw, they have killed themselves at the line. And then 10 p.m., we have the Clippers and the Nuggets on TNT as well. What a schedule we have for you. And I'll be back tomorrow doing the same thing as I am tonight. I will be at the Garden for Knicks-Pistons, so I will not be able to do this for Knicks-Pistons second half, but I will be able to do it for Clippers-Nuggets, and I'll be glad to be here with you. So stay tuned here for the shot clock, but I'm going to take you through the rest of this one. Rockets-Warriors tonight. Jabari Smith's second free throw is up and good. We're tied at 80 with 19.8 to go as the Warriors can hold for 1 here at the end of the third quarter. Here's Hield as he gets the ball in the front court. Hield all the way to the lane, and he lost it off his... it looked like it was off his leg. They call it off of the Rockets. That's a rough call. Van Vliet wants a challenge. I don't know if they're going to get it. They're not going to challenge, but that was a risky play and a terrible move by Hield. He almost blew that, and they almost lost possession. Instead, inbound to Butler, and he's fouled on the inbound. Udoka is furious. He should have gotten the inbound call, the out-of-bounds call his way. He didn't get that, and now he gets a foul on Butler on Eason. And he is furious at Eason because with 8 seconds left, now you're putting Jimmy at the line. Free points for Butler. Easton is furious out there. Butler at the line. His first free throw is incoming. Butler only taken 5 shots so far in this one. Obviously coming off the injury. Butler's first free throw is up and good. 81-80 Golden State. In this pivotal game 4 here at the Chase Center. Kerr having a nice laugh with the ref. You won't see that much more of this game. Why is Jalen Green not playing? Good question. He's been out for a little bit now. He's sat for about the last 5 minutes. Sat for the last 5 minutes. Jimmy's second free throw is incoming. 1 second here. Second free throw incoming for Jimmy. And it's up and good. Jimmy Butler buries both free throws. 82-80 Golden State. The Rockets will try to get a last shot here. We got 6 on the clock. Sengun in the lane. He flips it on Looney. He throws it up, but he lays it in. No, he missed it off the rim. Follow, no good, and they missed point-blank bunnies. Sengun smoked the layup. That's the end of the third quarter with the Warriors up 82-80. So we head to the fourth. What a quarter. As you saw, the Rockets led by 7 at the half. The Warriors stormed to an 18-1 run. They took a 10-point lead. The Rockets came right back, tied it up, and now the Warriors lead by 2 as we've gone back and forth going into the fourth quarter. Don't forget to like and follow the chat. I appreciate you, chat. We're live on YouTube. We're live on TikTok. We got you through the rest of this one, play-by-play, Rockets-Warriors, pivotal game 4. You drop your takes in the chat. We'll talk about anything else as we go to commercials. And as we do anything else going on here. I appreciate you guys for coming on. I'm here, if you didn't know, I am here for every single playoff game. I'm not doing Cavs Heat, okay? I know the series is over now, but I'm not doing Cavs Heat, and I didn't do OKC Memphis. We do real series here on the Shot Clock. So all the other series I'll be doing. And I do at least the fourth quarter if the game is relatively close. And if it's been a real good series and I have done shooting my content, then I give you the whole second half like I have tonight of Warriors-Rockets. We'll be back tomorrow again for Nuggets-Clippers at 10. I will be at the Garden for Knicks-Pistons, so you can check me out live there. I won't be doing play-by-play, but I will be going live from the Garden. So check me out there. Appreciate you, chat. Don't forget to like and follow the chat. We're live on YouTube. We're live on TikTok. You want the visuals and the game cast as I'm talking, as I'm giving you the goods, the play-by-play, you go on YouTube. We got the game cast, the score, follow along. If you just want to hear me yap it up and have some fun and you want to just envision it, you want to imagine it, you want all those things, you stay right here on TikTok. Either one, we got you covered. We got you covered on both. What's up, One Dad? How we doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. We're in for a barn burner here in the fourth. 82-80 Golden State. And I don't have to tell you how important this game is. Now, we've seen this, I think, are all the Series 3 run right now? Except for the Clippers-Nuggets, which is 2-2. Knicks-Pistons 3-1. Bucks-Pacers 3-1. Timberwolves-Lakers 3-1. Oh, the other series are over. So one series 2-2, the other 3 series are 3-1, and we'll see what happens with this one. And the other 2 are over. So the Rockets, we obviously know this. This game is a must-win. They're not going to come back down 3-1 against a championship team like the Warriors. They need to get this game. They need to find a way to get this game. Appreciate you, Safi. They need to find a way to get this game. Don't forget to like and follow the chat. We're live here on the Shot Clock. YouTube, TikTok. We're live. Draymond's been sitting for a while. I wonder how many fouls. He must have 5 fouls. Let's see how many fouls he has. Is he at 4? Does he have 5? Maybe he's got 4. Let's give it a quick check here on Draymond's foul count. He's been sitting for about 8 minutes here in the third. Draymond has 5 fouls. I didn't want to know 4 or 5. So Draymond, you're not going to see Draymond. Vince, yes, you need to win. Yeah, he's at 5, QP. Thank you, QP. Now, Draymond is going to have to probably sit the first 5-6 minutes of this quarter, assuming this game doesn't get away from Golden State, which I don't envision it will. So don't forget to like and follow the chat. We got you covered through this fourth quarter of this Game 4 at the Chase Center. Now, Amen Thompson has the ball in the front court as the Rockets start with the ball in the fourth. Thompson. Over to Sengun. He's been the go-to guy all second half for Houston. He spins in the lane on post. He flips it up, and he missed it. Rebound, but out to Green. Back to Sengun inside. Sengun's missed some bunnies here in the last few possessions. Over to Eason. Eason just barrels into Pajensky, and he gets a charge, and he flips his arms up like he can't believe it. Eason, you just lowered your shoulder, and you gave him a chicken wing, and you flew him into the ground. I don't know what you'd expect to happen. These young Rockets, just immaturity. as the Warriors have the ball in the front court. Pajensky with Thompson on him. Over to Post. Post kicks it out. Out to Butler. Butler now as they switch back to Post. Post top of the key. He kicks it over to Pajensky. Pajensky looks for a three. Got it! And Pajensky is on fire here in the second half. 24 points and Curry's nodding on the bench. He's got the towel draped over his head. Pajensky's got 24. He's hit 6 threes. He's been the unsung hero in this series. Now with Amen Thompson to the rim and a circus shot that goes in. What a shot by Thompson. 85-82 Golden State. It's back and forth. It's up and down. Here's Pajensky in the front court. Curry getting a little bit of a breather here. Now, how many minutes can the Warriors steal with Curry on the bench? That's the question. Butler, as they double team, a little box and one, little 2-3 zone here. Matchup zone by the Rockets. Out to Moody, a three. Can't get it. Rebound Thompson. Thompson kicks it over to Sengun. Sengun in the front court. He's hounded by Post. He's dribbling on him. He likes the backing. You know he's going to do his baby Jokic thing here. He spins in the post, flips up the righty hook, and again he can't get it to go. But there's a loose ball foul away from the ball, and it'll be the Rockets ball side out of bounds. Now, Sengun, for you guys who are not watching here, he has had 3 to 4 point-blank little hook shots in the last 4 possessions, and he hasn't made one of them. And those are shots he makes in his sleep. So Sengun has really come up small here after going through a big stretch. But the Rockets get the ball anyway. Sengun's at the top of the key with Post on him. Sengun wants Post. He's going to take him again. He goes right to the rim. He lays it up and lays it in. That one he wasn't going to miss. That was too easy. And Quentin Post, he's not known for his defense, as we know. Warriors up by 1 ball in the front court. GP out to Jimmy. Jimmy hoists up a three. Got it! Jimmy Butler, you know he doesn't take many of them, but when he does, he's usually pretty efficient. He buries a three and puts the Rockets back up by 4. Jimmy now with 16. Amen Thompson, top of the key. He flings in the lane. He lays it up and he lays it in. Amen Thompson, his athleticism is scary. That dude is going to be a problem in years to come. He's got 13. Jimmy out to Pajensky. Back over to Post. He fires up a three and he's short. Doesn't hit anything except the floor. Someone must have left a window open in the Chase Center. Yikes. Quentin Post needed more than that. Now here's the Rockets in the front court. Sengun over to Jalen Green. Jalen Green with Pajensky on him. Green over to Sengun. Sengun looks at the shot clock. We got 10 on the clock. Sengun with GP2 on him. You know he's got the size on him. He flips it up and he flips it in. Sengun has been all too much for the Warriors here in the second half as he ties the game at 88. And you hear Draymond getting off the bench. Kerr can't wait much longer. 9 minutes to go. Jimmy on the perimeter. Jimmy over to Moody. They're still playing this matchup zone. It's been pretty effective aside from a few threes. Moody over to GP2. He flips it up and he gets... I thought it was blocked. It was not. He threw it over the backboard so that they'll just lose the ball and the Rockets will take over with a chance to take the lead. Steph Curry is entering back in. Steve Kerr cannot wait much longer. He knows how important this game is for Golden State. They need this one. They want this one. They don't want to go back to Houston 2-2. They want to wrap this thing up here and take a stranglehold of the series. Curry is in, Moody is out. Still no Draymond. Thompson to the rim. He flips it up and flips it in. Amen. Thompson with 3 circus layups in a row. And the Rockets regain the lead 90-88. They're on a 10-3 run. Curry now in the front court. Curry over to Pajensky. Out to Jimmy. Jimmy over to Pajensky. Back to Jimmy. Jimmy squaring up a three. He takes it inside. He spins on Sengun. He lays it up. And he boats off, but GP2 tips it in. And the Warriors tie this thing back up at 90. What a game. Oh, man. Sengun in the front court. Sengun prompt probing on the perimeter. He wants Post. He's dominating them all half. He lays it up, and he gets blocked by Post, but they call a foul. Post cannot believe it. He thought he got all ball there, but the refs are saying there's a foul. Sengun has been uber aggressive here. as they show the replay of Amen Thompson. Man, he got up. There's Amen Thompson on this, all right? He went into the lane. He double clutched. The guy came in air, and he double clutched again. He flipped it up and flipped it in. And Thompson is just an athletic specimen. He is an athletic specimen. There is 7:51 remaining. Sorry about that, user. Sengun with 25 is at the line for two. Hits the first one, 91-90, Houston. 91-90 Houston as Draymond enters back in for Quinton Post. With 7:51 to go, he's got 5 fouls. Kerr couldn't wait any longer. He sees the tide is turning and he's got to stop it. And that's why he's a championship coach. Because that feel, folks, besides the lineups you implement, besides the game plan, it's the feel of the game. When do you put guys back in? When do you take them out? When do you give them a breather? When do you put them in? That's the key. Sengun buries the second free throw. The Rockets lead 92-90 with 7:48 remaining. Curry has it in the front court. Curry gets a screen for Butler. He flips up a three. Short, doesn't hit anything. 2 straight air balls by the Warriors as Curry left, short, whatever, but it hit nothing but the floor. You don't see that very often. The Rockets now have it in the front court. Thompson back in the lane. He flips up a jumper and he banks it in. Amen. Thompson has come alive here in the fourth quarter. 8 points in the fourth. It's 94-90 Houston. Here's Pajensky. This matchup zone has really flustered the Warriors. Pajensky out. Flips up a jumper and he got it on a foul. Pajensky has come up huge for Golden State here in the second half. Brandon Pajensky gets a little bump from Jalen Green. He flips it up with the left hand. He lays it in. And he banks it in. Got a little running floater. And Pajensky has been the savior for Golden State today. Without him, I don't know where they'd be. His free throw incoming. It's up. It's off the back rim and off as he's frustrated with himself. It's 94-92 Houston. 26 points for Pajensky tonight. Where would they be without him? Here's Amen Thompson, gets it into Sengun. They play a 2-man game. Sengun shoots a baby jumper, and it's no good. Rebound, GP2. He lost it, but he got it back. Over to Jimmy. Jimmy in the front court. He's got Adams on him. He likes this matchup. He's dancing on Adams. He's playing with his food. Jimmy Butler in the lane. He kicks it out to Green. Draymond an open three, and he airballs it. Draymond Green airballs atop of the key three. That's the third consecutive air ball on a three for Golden State as Curry tries to give him some encouragement. That is not the shot that Golden State wants. Timeout Houston with 6:46 remaining. This game's going to come down to the very end. 94-92 Golden State here. Steph Curry shaking his head. It has not been a vintage Steph Curry game tonight. I'll tell you that. It is amazing right now that the Warriors are in this game. Because I'm going to give you the stats right now if you're listening, folks. Okay? So the Rockets are getting a big game from Van Vliet. He's got 19.6 assists on 6-9 shooting. He's 6-9 for 3. Isaiah, yes, Rockets are up 94-92 with 6:48 to go. Sengun has 27 points, 8 rebounds. Amen Thompson has 17.7 rebounds on 7-10 shooting. So they've had a great contributions from those 3 guys tonight. Now Jalen Greens had a rough night again, 8 points on 3 of 8 shooting. But for the Warriors, Curry has only 14 points. He's 1 of 6 from 3. Yo, it's Maddox. He just, Draymond looks like he's never shot a 3 before when he shoots those, right? He looks like he's just never attempted a 3. He like has to take 5 seconds. Like one of those kids that you're playing at the park. For all you guys who have played in the playground, you play at the park, and you know there's that one guy who can't shoot, and you just let him shoot, and you dare him until finally he lets one fire. And he just stands there, and he looks like he's taking a dump. And he's just like, should I shoot it? Should I shoot it? And then he finally lets it go. You've already lost when you've done that. He did. Jake, he did. But you've already lost. When you take time like that, when you take that much time and you hesitate, you got to just let it go. Either shoot it or don't shoot it. They leave Draymond open every play. So you either got to go for it or you got to not shoot it. So, now, Curry only 14 points on 1 of 6 from 3. Butler only 16 points. He's only taken 7 shots. He's 4 of 7, but he's only taken 7 shots. Draymond has 6 points. Now, what's kept them in this game is Pajensky. Pajensky is 26 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. He's 9 of 16 from the floor and 6 of 9 from 3. That's the difference in the game. That's what's kept the Warriors in this game. Because they are not getting vintage Curry game here. They are not getting vintage playoff Jimmy game here. And obviously Jimmy's coming off the injury. He's probably a little slowed. Probably trying to watch his usage a little bit. He's got the bruised ass bone, as we know. I'm not going to go there. Okay? No jokes. No jokes. I won't go there. All right? We'll leave that alone. Okay? But they're going to need more from Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry here at the end of this game. They cannot have these two guys be quiet down the stretch. I don't care what Pajensky's done. And he's been fantastic tonight. He's been the best offensive player on the floor, really. But they're going to need Draymond to play defense like he does. They're going to need Steph, and they're going to need Jimmy to step up and make big-time shots. And I'll tell you, chat, if you watch Knicks Pistons on Sunday, because this is why I compare it to, Jimmy and Steph have got to finish this game a little bit like Brunson and Cat did. Those two guys stepped up and took that game home, and that's why the Knicks won. Well, the Warriors are going to need that from their 2 All-NBA All-Stars in this one. Curry needs to lock in. He needs to lock in. I agree with you. Jake, Draymond has 5 fouls. I believe that is the main issue for both teams. He has 5 for the Warriors. That's it there. And no one else has more than 3 on Houston. So that's the only guy is Draymond. As the Warriors take the ball in the front court, as we're back here from the timeout. 6:43 to go. 94-92 Houston. Houston with Amen Thompson and Lane. Amen flips it up. Circus layup, and he just missed it. Rebounded by Sengun. He flips it up and flips it in. They are killing the Warriors on the glass. Sengun with another little bunny jump up. And he's got 29 in the game. 19 in the half, 10 in the quarter. Pajensky kicks it over to Draymond. Almost went out of bounds. Curry now out on the perimeter. Curry has Jalen Green on him. He kicks it out to Draymond. Draymond drives the lane, lays it up, and he's swatted by Steven Adams. Steven Adams swatted it with both hands. Yeah, no, Jalen does. He only got 3. Appreciate you, chat. Steven Adams got up to the top of the stairs there. Swatting Draymond. Wow. 96-92 Rockets. They need Steph Curry here. Pajensky gets it into Curry. He pump fakes. He fires a corner 3. Got it. Steph Curry with a 3. Just as I called it, he buries it. 96-95 Houston. Steph, last final 6 minutes. This is where the chef starts to cook. Sengun in the front court with Pajensky hounding him. Sengun around Pajensky. Lays it up and lays it off. Tipped in by Adams. 98-95. The Rockets are destroying the Warriors on the glass. Pajensky over to Draymond. Back out to Hield. Up top, Jimmy Butler lays it up and lays it in. The Rockets just lost Jimmy underneath. 98-97 Houston. We are headed for a wild finish with 5.5 to go. Stay right here. Do not leave this dial. We're live on the shot clock on YouTube, on TikTok. We'll take you through the rest of this one. Sengun with Pajensky on him on the perimeter. Sengun kicks it over to Thompson. Thompson up in the lane, lays it up, can't get it. Rebound by Draymond. He's on the floor. He kicks it over to Jimmy. Terrific defense by Draymond. Jimmy in the front court. Jimmy steps back. He kicks it over to Draymond. Draymond over to Curry. They left him open for 3. No good. And it's out of bounds off Houston, and Golden State will hang on to it. Wow. Houston was playing with fire there. They left Steph, and they gave him a little too much airspace. They recovered quickly enough, and he couldn't get it to go. But the Rockets will, the Warriors will inbound from behind the basket, from underneath the basket. They've taken Draymond out. They want to try to save a few minutes here to try to not pick up his 6th foul. Curry inside to Butler. Butler hounded by Brooks. Butler now guarded by Van Vliet. Butler wants to take him. He backs him down. He spins. He throws it up. Adams with another block. Oh, Steven Adams. He is turning back the clock in this series. Wow. Man, Steven Adams, what a performance. He's looking like he's, 25 again here. Steven Adams, when he was at Pittsburgh, Steven Adams. For those of you who remember him at Pittsburgh. Pajensky to inbound. Pajensky out to Hield. Hield with 3 on the shot clock, takes it in the lane, lays it up, and missed it off the front rim. Rebound Pajensky, out to Curry. Curry with Thompson on him. Curry dances, he gets in the lane, kicks it, Pajensky a 3! Can't get it, off the front rim, rebounded by the Rockets. Pajensky had a good look at that one, and you thought it was going to go the way he's playing tonight. But the Rockets now have it in the front court, and there's a foul away from the ball on Buddy Hield. Or it's on Kevon Looney, actually. Excuse me. It's on Kevon Looney. So, 98-97. Rockets. 4:27 to go. What a game. What a second half. This series has been absolutely tremendous. I agree with you, Lil Roy. He's got to stop missing Curry. He's missed too many shots that he should make in this quarter, and they need him. Sengun. What do they call him? They're called away from the ball. What do they call? Another foul on Looney away from the ball. So they bring in Looney for 2 minutes for Draymond. He commits 2 fouls. Oh, they're hacking Steven Adams here. Okay. So he's fouling Steven Adams on purpose to send him to the line. As you know, they could do this with more than 2 minutes left in the game. They could hack a Steven Adams, and now they're going to take Adams out of the game because of the foul. They bring Draymond back in now for Looney. Draymond's back in for Looney. And the Rockets will inbound from side out. Too many chances. I agree with you, Jake. I totally agree. Sengun at the top of the key. Over to Van Vliet. Van Vliet a 3. Got it! Fred Van Vliet buries a 3 from the left wing. And it's the 1-on-1 97 Houston. He has been huge tonight. He's got 7 threes on the game. Now Curry over to Jimmy. Curry over to Hield. And it gets knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Warriors basketball underneath the basket. Golden State's going to need some magic here at the end of this one. Van Vliet has put on a show. And he has come up big, the wily veteran. So Fred Van Vliet, now in the playoffs in 2025, get this stat. The first team to reach 100 points in these games is 25-2. Well, the Rockets just got there. So we'll see if that holds. Over to Draymond. Draymond to Jimmy. Jimmy lays it up and lays it in. Beautiful pass there from Draymond. A little 2-man game. It's 1-on-1 99 Houston. 3:53 remaining here in Game 4. Van Vliet takes it in the front court. He's got Hield hounding it. Van Vliet to the rim. He kicks it to Sengun. Sengun now with Looney on him. He flips it up and he flips it off. Rebound by Draymond. He gets it over to Curry. Sengun has missed way too many bunnies in there for my liking. Hield a 3. Got it! Buddy Hield! A fadeaway left. Falling to his left 3. And the Warriors regaining the lead here. Holy smokes. 102-101 Golden State. They've taken 44 threes in this one. And the Rockets want to talk it over. Whew. Buddy Hield with 3:18 to go. He gives the Warriors the lead. Wow. That was a tough shot by Hield. That was a gutsy shot. Fading to his left over Sengun. And he buries it in Sengun's eye hole. Appreciate you, chat. Don't forget to like and follow the chat. We're going to be play-by-play live with you through the rest of this Rockets-Warriors game, and we've been very lucky in these playoffs. Every time I've done a game, I feel like, when it started close in the fourth, we've had a great finish. So hopefully we get another one right now. Appreciate you, chat. Don't forget to like and follow the chat. We're live on YouTube. We're live on TikTok. We do this for every single playoff game. We give you at least the fourth quarter play-by-play. We answer any of your takes in the chat, so don't be afraid to drop takes about other series if you want, or this one, whatever you want. I'll get to it as they come. And we do at least the fourth quarter, and if it's a good series and a good game, and I've shot all my content for the day, I'll give you the whole second half, and that's what I've done here tonight with Rockets Warriors. And we're going to take you down to the finish line of this one. It is 101-90. It's 102-101 Warriors. 3:18 to go. Houston will have the ball side out of bounds. QWERTY, Buddy has been clutch lately. He has. Let's see what Buddy's stat line is. I believe it's 15 points or something like that. Buddy has 15 points. That's exactly what he has. He's got 15 points. And he's got 3 of 8 from 3. So, listen. It's going to be very interesting here down the stretch of this game. This is where the Rockets have had trouble in this series, and I thought they would have trouble in the playoffs. They don't have elite shot makers on their team. Now, Sengun's had a big game, Thompson's had a good quarter, and Van Vliet has had a big game. None of those guys, though, are elite A1 shot makers. They are good scorers. They are good secondary players, but they're not Steph and they're not Jimmy. So can they get enough offense down the stretch? Can they get someone to get a bucket for them when they need it? The Warriors, we know they can do that. We know Steph can do it. We know Draymond can do it. But can the Rockets get enough from their guys, from Sengun? I think it's got to be Sengun. Sengun gives you the best. He's going to give you the best shot, down, possession to possession. The best look. So I think it's got to be Sengun first. And if they double team or they collapse, you kick it out to Van Vliet and you get a good look at a 3. But it's got to be Sengun for Houston here. Jalen Green's been completely non-existent in this one. He disappeared. He's only got 8 points. I don't even think he's played down the stretch of this one. So no Jalen Green. Thompson's been good, but you're not relying on Thompson to hit big shots down the stretch. Maybe if the play kicks out, he could take it to the rim. Obviously, he could do that with the best of them. But it's got to be Sengun. Drew, Amen Thompson is going to be a star. Totally agree with you. He's just a little unpolished right now. Just comes with time. He's going to be a star, though. He's shown you flashes of that this year. He went through a couple stretch of games where you're like, this guy's about to become one of the best players in the league. But he's not ready yet. He's showing you glimpses. And sooner or later, he's going to get there because he's that good. Jalen Green continues to sit on the bench as Udoka has gone down the stretch without him. And can you blame him? He's had a rough game as it inbounds the ball to Brooks, back to Van Vliet. We got Jabari Smith, Van Vliet, Brooks, Sengun, and Amen Thompson on the floor. Jabari Smith shoots a 3. Can't get it. Rebound by Draymond. Big rebound by Draymond as he clears it to Curry. Curry over to Pajensky. Pajensky in the front court out to Draymond. Gives it back to Curry, who's got Sengun on. They double up on Curry. Gets it over Draymond. Pajensky a 3! No good off the side of the rim. Rebound Butler. Butler kicks it out. Heel the 3. Off the mark. Rebound Thompson. So 2 big 3 misses there for the Warriors. 102-101 Golden State Rockets in the front court. 2:38 to go. Sengun goes right to the rim. He flips it out to Thompson. Thompson back out to Van Vliet. Pajensky all over him. Van Vliet in the lane. Van Vliet. He's playing with his food on the perimeter. Van Vliet dances. He wants a 3. He flips it up in the lane. He flips it up. He's blocked by Pajensky. What a defensive play. Rebound by Draymond. Out to Butler. He gets it in the front court. Butler all the way to the rim. He lays it up and he lays it in. Playoff Jimmy. He's screaming at the crowd. The Warriors go up by 3 with 2:07 remaining. Warriors run. Jabari Smith kicks it out and they lost it. He threw it backcourt and the Rockets with a costly turnover. Holy smokes. Udoka is beside himself. He sees his young team unraveling right before his eyes. As Steven Adams checks back in. This is what we've told you. It's the maturity. It's the playoff experience. The Rockets just don't have it. Warriors in the front court. Curry to Jimmy. Jimmy back to Curry. They're in a matchup zone again. Pajensky. Pajensky in the lane. Pajensky kicks it out to Draymond. Draymond over to Heel. Heel back to Draymond. Heel back over. Heel fades in the lane. He throws up a jumper. In and out and around. Hit everything but went in. The Rockets get the ball now. Sengun takes it in the front court. 104-101 Golden State. 1:23 to go. We're coming down to the wire in this one. Van Vliet a 3. Got it! Fred Van Vliet hits a huge 3. Ties it at 104 with 1:18 to go. That hit nothing but nylon. Van Vliet with 8 threes in this one. Curry now to Jimmy. Wow. Jimmy in the front court, dancing on Sengun. He kicks it to Bajensky. He gets it back to Curry. Curry with Steven Adams on him. He clears out. He gets it over to Jimmy. Jimmy, a three. And he is fouled on the three by Brooks. And Jimmy looks like he got something stuck up there now. He's hobbling. Jimmy is hobbling. Oh, I think he got that. You know, I don't want to say it on air here. You know what I'm saying? You know what happened. He got hit in that area that he had the injury. Now there's going to be a challenge by the Rockets. They don't like the call. So Udoka's going to challenge. I got to see the replay. I didn't see if it was a foul or not. We're going to take a look at it here once they come back from commercial. But Jimmy is a little hobbled after that one. Daniel, I think the Warriors pull this out. I do. We'll see if he can get the call here. We'll see if he can get the call. Lily, I think the Warriors are going to close this game out. That's what I think. I think the Warriors close this game out. Crazy game, Jabbar. Crazy game. What do you guys think? Who closed this game out? I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right now. I've said this before, and this has been the tough part for Houston. Houston's got to figure out who they're going to go to in these moments. A minute left in the game, money on the line. Yair has a lot of money on Houston. Well, I root for you, Yair. I don't want you to lose money, but I don't know. So, I think Sengun's the guy you got to go to, and you play off of a two-man game with Van Vliet and Sengun because Van Vliet's so hot. Let's see where this foul is called here. They're showing the replay. Did Brooks get him? Can't really tell on that replay. Let's see it from this angle. This is a better angle. He's got his hand on his hip a little bit. Did he get him? He got him on the follow-through. And they call the foul. They keep it on the floor. They say Brooks makes illegal contact. Folks, here's the deal. When you're challenging a foul call like that, that's so bang-bang, it's very hard to overturn that. Exactly, Jake. They're not going to overturn those fouls unless it's obvious like it was a clean strip or something like that. They're not going to overturn a foul where like he might have touched him, he kind of grazed him, he hit him here. The call on the floor is going to stand. Calls on the floor is going to stand. And that's what they're going to do there. So now Jimmy's going to go to the line for three. I don't kill him for challenging it. I understand there's only 50 seconds left, or 58 seconds left. It's a big challenge, but you're not going to win that challenge. You're not going to win that challenge. And now Jimmy's going to go to the line as Draymond is having a conversation with the ref. I don't know what he's talking to him about. The crowd starts to chant, "Let's go Warriors." More yapping here. Everyone's yapping. Steph's yapping. Amen Thompson's yapping. They take Steph out of the game now for defense. I like that move as Kevon Looney checks in for Steph. Jimmy Butler has had a big second half. He only had 4 points in the first half. He's had 18 here in the second. His first free throw is incoming. Up and good. Jimmy Butler buries the first one. 105-104 Golden State. A lot of yapping, Luke. A lot of yapping. Lily, you know what? You can't watch the game, but you're right here. I'm going to give you everything you need. Jimmy Butler's second free throw is up and good. 106-104 Golden State. So don't worry, Lily. I got you covered. I got you covered. Make sure you get everything you need. Jimmy Butler's third free throw is up, and he bangs it through. 107-104. You cannot put him and Steph at the line. You just can't do it. Cannot do it. Big possession here now for Houston. I don't have to tell you that. 107-104 Warriors with 50 seconds to go. Sengun in the front court. He dances on Draymond. He wants a screen. He gets out GP2. He backs him in the lane. He backs him again. He spins baseline. He lays it up and he lays it in. Sengun with a terrific move. Draymond wants an offhand and he doesn't get it. Timeout, Houston. 40.8 to go. 107-106 Golden State. Wow. What a finish. Let me tell you something. Sengun has been a man in the second half. He has been an absolute man. And you know what I think a little bit about Sengun? And I'll tell you right now, and you guys tell me if you agree with this. Sometimes he's not aggressive enough, right? Tonight he's being super aggressive, especially in the second half. And he wants it every time. He's getting the ball. He's taking it to the rim. And you know what? He's missed a few bunnies. But you know what? The Rockets need him to shoot those because they get offensive rebounds because they have a big advantage on the glass. They get offensive rebounds. They get action off it. Van Vliet gets open. They need him to be aggressive. He's the guy they got to get the ball to. Yes, I've heard people call him Baby Jokic too. The reason they call him Baby Jokic is they're not comparing him to Jokic, just so you know. His game style is just similar. Because he's got that back-to-the-basket kind of old man game, that European, like not a ton of athleticism, but crafty and smart and have good touch. That's what it is. What up, Meech? How we doing, brother? That's why they call him Baby Jokic. Which you can see that if you watch him. He's not nearly as good, obviously, but you can see it. At least from a scoring perspective. Don't forget to like and follow the chat. We're live here on YouTube. We're live on TikTok. We got you through the rest of this one. We do this for every single big playoff game. We give you at least the fourth quarter play-by-play. Sometimes the second half like we have tonight if it's a great series, and we've done that here tonight. We'll be back tomorrow for Clippers and Nuggets. So tune in then too. Appreciate you, chat. The Warriors will inbound side out of bounds with 40.8 remaining. I got Warriors rod in this one. Here's Jimmy at the top of the key. That's who they want with it. He's come up big here in the second half. He's holding on the perimeter. He takes in Tari Eason. He fades. The little 14-footer is up and off. Rebound and knocked out of bounds by Houston. Draymond was muscling on the inside, and Brooks couldn't corral it. And the Warriors will get the ball back. 28.8 on the clock. 14 on the shot clock. So, big possession as Steph inbounds it to Jimmy. Jimmy with Easton on him. He gives it to Steph. Steph with Easton on him now on a switch. Steph dancing. Steph takes him in the lane. Flips it up. And off. Rebound, Houston. He got a good look at that floater. He can't get a better look than that. Van Vliet in the front court. He trips. He gets back up. He kicked. And they're going to call timeout Houston. Udoka did not like what he saw there. Oh, doctor, we are in for a crazy ending. Van Vliet wanted a trip. They're not going to call that at that point. He just kind of fell down, and he got back up. No harm, no foul. No harm, no foul. No harm, no foul here. There is 13.1 seconds remaining, Leandro. 13.1 remaining. The Warriors lead by 1. This reminds you of the Knicks-Pistons game, does it not? The Knicks led by 1 going into the last possession with around the same time left. Jalen Brunson missed a little bit of a bunny. Could have put him up 3. Curry missed a little bit of a bunny. Could have put him up 3. And now the Rockets will have a chance here to win the game. And we're live here on the shot clock. I will keep you posted and give you play-by-play, however long this one goes, if it's just the last 13 seconds or overtime. Appreciate you, chat. We're live on YouTube. We're live on TikTok. If you want to go on YouTube, we got the game cast flowing. You can follow along as I call it. If we're here on TikTok, you just listen to me, and I'll give you the visuals that you need. 107, 106. Golden State. We are here every single playoff game, all the big playoff games. I'm not doing Cavs Heat, obviously. We're not doing that. We got better things to do. But Warriors Rockets, we're here. Tomorrow night, we're here for Clippers Nuggets, second half. So tune in for that. We're going to take you through the last 13 seconds here. 107, 106, Golden State. What a game. It has been nip and tuck the entire second half. The Rockets need this one to go back to Houston 2-2. Can the Warriors take it and take a stranglehold to this series 3-1? The crowd is on its feet. The Rockets will inbound. Brooks. He's looking. He can't find anyone to get to Van Vliet. Van Vliet over to Sengun. That's who they want. They want to switch. He can't get it. Sengun dancing on Green. Sengun with the flip. He flips it up. And he misses. Jimmy goes up for the rebound and gets fouled. Jimmy Butler went up high to the top of the apex for the rebound. J-Mon is pumping up the crowd. He's yelling at Reggie Miller. He's yelling at the guys in the front row. He's telling them to go home. And he pushed Sengun out a little further than he wanted. Sengun's still in a decent look, by the way. Had a little jump hook from the free throw line extended. A little right-handed hook. He got a good look at it. And he just couldn't get it to go down. And Draymond's mouthing to the crowd, he can't score on me. No timeouts left for Houston, which is a big problem. And Jimmy Butler will go to the line, try to put the Warriors up 3. Jimmy's first free throw incoming. It's up and good. 26 points for Butler. He's 11 of 11 at the line tonight. The Warriors are up 108, 106, 4 seconds remaining. We got you covered for the rest of this one here on the Shot Clock. We're live on YouTube. We're live on TikTok. We do this for every big playoff game. Second half, fourth quarter. We got you covered, so don't worry. Tune in tonight. We're back for Clippers Nuggets tomorrow. Jimmy Butler's second free throw is up and good. He's 12 of 12 tonight at the line. He has come up huge in the second half. 109, 106. The Rockets are looking inbound. Van Vliet in the front court. No timeouts. Van Vliet a running three. He floats it up. And he's short. And the Warriors will hold on. And they take a 3-1 series lead. Draymond is yapping and he's chirping at the camera. Steph is celebrating. And the Warriors, the championship medal comes up big when they need it. The Rockets were game tonight. You got to give them credit. They fought. They gave everything they had. They just don't have Jimmy, and they don't have Steph Curry. And that's the difference in this series. That's all there is to it. Honestly. Jimmy Butler came up huge, as he always does. Van Vliet got as good a look as you could ask for, and he just came up short. Just missed the front rim. It was on line. Vinny, no one said he's not been great. He did not have a great second half tonight. We're just calling it like it is. Lily, the Warriors won 109-106. As Jimmy Butler is now getting the post-game interview. We got to call it like it is. I love Steph. I'm as big a fan of Steph in the world. But he didn't have a great second half. And Pajensky bailed him out in the third quarter. And then Jimmy Butler bailed him out in the fourth quarter. And you need that. Batman needs help. Right? You need help. Can't do it by yourself all the time. That's why you have teammates. That's why they went and got Jimmy. That's why they went and got him. They needed him. Playoff Jimmy does it again. And you know Jimmy, he likes to kind of fight the game. First half, took 3 shots, scored 4 points. Second half, scored 25. What did he end up with in the game? Let's see. What a game. He had 27 for the game. He had 23 in the second half. That's Jimmy Butler for you. That's what he does. Playoff Jimmy does it again. Warriors 109, Rockets 106. Warriors take a 3-1 series lead heading back to Houston, and this series is all but over. Next game in Houston, Jake, yes. In Houston on, I believe, what's today? Tomorrow, Tuesday? I believe it's Thursday in Houston, I think Thursday. And Packer, Jalen Greens was benched for the fourth quarter pretty much. Only played 23 minutes tonight. Did not have a good game. And he has killed him in this series. He has not had a good series at all. He'll learn, he'll grow, he'll learn from it. But the Warriors showed their championship medal again tonight. Don't forget to like and follow the chat. I appreciate you, chat. I appreciate you being with me for the second half of this Warriors-Rockets play-by-play. We do it every single playoff game. That's a real playoff game. We're not doing Cavs-Heat, as I said. Not doing it. That's not a real series. It didn't do OKC Memphis. Not doing it. But we're going to do, I'll be at the Garden for Knicks Pistons tomorrow, so I won't be able to call it. But I'll be live for a few minutes. You can check me there. But we will be on for the fourth quarter. Second half, fourth quarter. I'm going to decide depending on what time I get home from Knicks Pistons. I'll be on for Clippers Nuggets for the end of that one.